Good morning, everybody. It's Tuesday morning. As you know that every Tuesday we give you the news around sports, especially football. But that doesn't mean that we don't talk about other sports. Of course, we also talk about other sports. While I'm still there, I want to say big up to the champ. The champ. You know who's the champ? Akane Simbini. He has won on Saturday, and then he's running again tonight. And then we are closing our fingers and say, wish him good luck. He's a friend to my son, and we are watching him all the time. And then we wish him the best. We want him to go to the Olympics. I want him to bring that title, the one that has been taken by Usain Bolt. He's our new Usain Bolt. So big up to Akane Simbini, the champ, for doing well on Saturday. And hopefully again tonight, he will definitely make us proud. Let me welcome the team members. I'm not by myself. I'm with Jackie Ntwentle, Jacob Selematsela, together with last born, Tshepang Kgole. Jackie, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much, Mr. Tau. Thank you very much. Welcome to you, Tshepang as well, my co-analyst. And the viewers out there, we are here again once more to give you those good news. The juicy news and the disappointing news, everything is a combination. But let me not talk much at the moment. We will come back to that. Let me go to Mr. Tau in the studio.
Last born, we welcome you to the show. Tshepang Kgole, just join us and greet the viewers.
Yes, good morning, Mr. Chabalala, and to you also, Mr. Jackie, and to our viewers out there. Thank you very much for being with us, and we look forward to the show again.
All right, my name is the Saubrey Boyz, Walefatse from the Big R. Like I said, I'm joined by Ntwentle, Jacob Selematsela, Jackie and Tshepang, our last born in the show. And then it's very important that we are reviewing what happened over the weekend. It was international football, a lot of excitement was happening. Now we are going to talk Bafana Bafana, we are going to talk international. Let's go to Jackie. Jackie, give us the news. What happened over the weekend and what are the fixtures going forward?
Thank you very much, Mr. Tau. Let me start with the results because I know that everyone is still hurt that Bafana Bafana are not going to Cameroon for the AFCON. We dismally failed. And I'll start with the results right now. The first game, that was Sao Tome Principe, which was playing against Sudan, and Sudan won 2-0. That game played on the 24th. And then we got Chad that played against Namibia, and the score was 0-0. Ethiopia 4, Madagascar 0, Uganda 0, Burkina Faso 0, Rwanda 1, Mozambique 1, Mozambique 0. South Sudan 0 and Malawi 1. And then another game that was played on the 24th, Guinea played against Malawi, and Guinea won that game 1-0. And then we went to another game which was played on the 25th. That was on Friday, if I'm not mistaken. Comoros 0, Togo 0, Bafana Bafana, South Africa 1, and then Ghana 1, Gabon 3, DR Congo not, Botswana 0, 1 Zimbabwe, Kenya 1 Egypt, Gambia 1, 0 Angola, Equatorial Guinea 1, North Tanzania, Libya 2, Tunisia 5, Zambia 3, Algeria 3. And then we came to another fixture that was played on the 26th, Swaziland 1, Guinea-Bissau 3, Burundi 2, Central African Republic 2, Congo 0, Senegal 0, Niger 0, Cote d'Ivoire 3, Cape Verde 3, 1 Cameroon. That's a shocker. Mauritania 0, 0 Morocco. Lesotho 0, Sierra Leone 0, Benin 0, Nigeria 1. And then we've got another game that played on the 28th, another fixture, Tunisia 2, Equatorial Guinea 1, Namibia 2, Guinea 1, Tanzania 1, Libya 0, Ghana 3, 1 Sao Tome and Principe, Sudan 2, not South Africa, Bafana Bafana. Mali 0, Chad 0, and that is all. Those are the results for CAF for the AFCON qualifiers. I'm really feeling very bad because our own Bafana Bafana did not qualify. However, there are still other features that are still taking place, and then I'm going to give you the features just shortly now. Just 1 second, I'm going to give them to you now. We've got a feature that is playing on the 29th. We've got Burkina Faso playing Sudan, Togo versus Kenya, Malawi versus Uganda, Egypt versus Comoros, DR Congo versus Gambia, Angola versus Gabon, Zimbabwe versus Zambia, Algeria versus Botswana, Central African Republic versus Mauritania, Madagascar versus Niger, Cote d'Ivoire versus Ethiopia, Guinea-Bissau versus Congo, Nigeria versus Lesotho, Sierra Leone versus Benin, Senegal versus Swaziland, Morocco versus Burundi, Mozambique versus Cape Verde, and Cameroon plays Rwanda. Those are the features that are taking place for the AFCON qualifiers and the results as well. And without any waste of time, I'll take this opportunity and go back to Mr. Tau in our studio, unless if Mr. Tau allows me to be able to just focus on one group, maybe where Bafana Bafana is, so that everybody can be able to know that there's no miracle. There's no way, there's no turning back. That is Group C. This is where now the table goes as follows. Ghana played 6, they've accumulated 13 points. Sudan, number 2, played 6 and accumulated 12 points. South Africa, they played 6 and accumulated only 10 points. And number 4, Sao Tome Principe, played 6 and they've got 0 points. So that's how Bafana Bafana lost in this particular qualification. Mr. Tau, let me come back to you in the studio. Thank you very much. I'll continue later on.
All right. The topic for this morning is what do you think? What happened to Bafana Bafana? Where do you think things went wrong? Do you think where should the blame be placed? Who should be blamed? Why we did not qualify? That's one of the topic, and I want your comment. And I started the show by showing you the goal that has been scored by Cristiano Ronaldo, but it was not allowed. All right. So what's your take? Was that a goal or not? One. Secondly, what are you saying about Cristiano Ronaldo's behavior after that has happened? So those are some of the issues that we need to talk about. Let's start with the Bafana Bafana. Guys, where do you think things went wrong as far as Bafana Bafana is concerned? Tshepang, I'll start with you.
Yes, thank you for the platform, Mr. Chavalal. I'm not surprised. I think I did say during our past show that we're going to face a huge problem going into the next game. I did say that, it's up to our coach to change things around, but just unfortunate that he changed things around at a wrong game. I heard the same comments from people everywhere, even on social media, everything, that why did he become offensive in a game that he wasn't supposed to be offensive? But he became defensive in a game that he wasn't supposed to be defensive. So the previous game that we played, the coach came with a defensive approach, and then now in the second game, whereby we should have killed things off in the first game, against Sudan, we made things difficult for ourselves. Okay, yes, all we needed was a point, but the coach was more offensive in the game and played players which we wanted to see being played in the first game, but they played in the second game. I think it was a lack of panic, and his tactics also, he got them wrong. Technically, were very poor. So that affected us a lot. And he did say himself, it's good that a coach can acknowledge his faults. our coach, our national coach, Coach Molefe did say that he blames himself for the results that had happened, and yeah, he's taking the blame for everything. So these are the kind of things that I think with coaches going forward, certain things you need to do your research properly, and you need to stop being ignorant. Sometimes, Mr. Shabalala, when the fans are talking, sometimes as a coach, you need to listen. You can't say that, yes, you're the coach. We understand that it's your job. You are more experienced than anyone else. But we play a huge role also when we're sitting outside, because we are also able to see what's going on out there, and we also have an influence on how maybe we see things and how things can change. So these are some of the things that I think going forward we should look into. But I'm personally very disappointed. We had all the qualities. There was no player that we could say didn't deserve not to be in the national setup. But it's just unfortunate that things went in a different way. But yeah, it's just heartbreaking, to be honest. But personally, I blame the coach. I can't blame the players. Maybe the players played a role in it. I don't know, but I can blame the coach at this point, because he's the one that's actually putting his frontliners to work. So the players are listening to the coach. I wouldn't think that the players would want to jeopardize not playing in the AFCON qualifiers. So everyone's dream to play in the AFCON qualifiers. So now, since we're not there, what is it that for us to expect going forward if we have to qualify for the World Cup, but we've failed to qualify for the AFCON, but now we've got a huge task in qualifying for the World Cup. So yeah, that's just a huge mess, something that we all need to gather around and try to fix.
All right, while you're still there, guys, let me make you aware there is heavy rain. So if we got cut, so don't be surprised, because probably our internet, we may have a problem with internet connection. So don't get surprised when we get cut along the process. Jackie, what are your input? What's your take?
I think Tshepang has said a mouthful. And I agree with you, Tshepang. Definitely the coach must be accountable for that. The coach and SAFA must be accountable for that. Number one, the tactics were definitely wrong. Technically, we were very poor. I mean, how do you take Pesitao and make him an outright striker? Whereas you need to use him in the wings so that he can be able to cut in and then be able to give them problems. I mean, that kind of a situation, it doesn't make any sense to me. You take players who did not even play, who are not even commanding a regular position in their own teams, and then you make them to marshal the midfield. I mean, we were poor, we were dead. I'm just disappointed with the fact that the first goal, it was given on the left wing, and then this guy ran until the 18th area, and then until he scored without anybody challenging him. The captain was there, Kgole was there. Oh my gosh, what is happening now?
Yeah, no, that's fine. I hear what you are saying.
Oh.
Yeah.
You're still here. Okay.
Oh, you've got a problem?
I thought, yeah, I see the network is giving me that kind of a signal.
I hear you. But I need to make our viewers out there that when we get cut, so they need to understand.
Yes.
The weather is not
exactly.
So anything can happen.
Yes.
So we are just soldiers
exactly.
and hoping that we can finish the show without any interruptions. Go faster, Jackie, so that we move quicker, so that we cover as much ground as we can, so that we.
In terms of player selection, our coach must also learn to listen to support us and listen to others. Yes, within the industry. If you remember well, if my memory serves me well, in the last 2 months or so, Sereno of Mamelodi Sundowns, he was willing to play for Bafana Bafana. Samir Nurkovic was willing to play for Bafana Bafana, but he didn't even entertain that. Other teams, And if you look at players from Senegal, mostly they are playing in France. And then the French national team is made majority it's players who are from Africa. And then what is so difficult? If you need a striker, a striker like that, and a player like Sirino, who's a quality, why don't you just adopt those players and then let them score goals for you? We wouldn't be in this kind of a situation. Pesitao right now, he's a formidable striker alone. So we need somebody to work with him. So the way forward right now, I think the entire executive of SAFA, it must be overruled. And the Bafana Bafana, it's now back to drawing board again because there's nothing that we can do. The team is out right now, then something must be done for the future, for the qualifications of the World Cup. Thank you very much, my brothers. Let me come back to you.
Where in the world whereby if the national team has not qualified, they simply go to the national federation and chuck off everybody? It has never happened, Jackie. I don't think that's possible. Let me move on. The other thing that we need to pick up, I heard Nzeki complaining that because he could not use other players who were overseas based, and then that is why he could not qualify. I don't think that should be an excuse. And then in terms of using players that were not playing, remember last time I said, including, Daou was not playing in his team, but he brought him in and then he performed very well. So that could not be one of the excuses. One of the things that probably we need to pick up, where was this guy brought? He was brought from the development side, and then he came up. But the thing is, does he have an experience? Does he have an experience? So those are some of the issues that were supposed to be picked up. And Tshepang is absolutely correct. He lost the game with the game of Ghana. That's where he should have won the game. He should have won the game during the game of Ghana. Because he lost that game of Ghana, he could not win that game because he was very defensive. So it was difficult for him. He didn't have a plan for this game. So his plan was, because this one, it was a matter of getting 1 point. So had he defended in this game, he could have received 1 point. But like Tshepang has already said, that he has already admitted that he's at fault. So maybe he's going to grow as far as that is concerned. And then on the issue of Serino and Nokovic, I don't know whether should that be blamed on him, or is it the federation, or is it the country? Because remember, naturalizing a person, it also involves Home Affairs, the federation. So maybe if we can investigate that what made probably our soccer fraternity fail to naturalize those guys. If they fail due to some other technicalities, maybe they need to work on that, because we need also to qualify for the World Cup. So probably those people will come handy when you go to the World Cup. Now I want to move very fast. I'm sorry, Jackie. It's like I'm suppressing you. I know that you wanted to have some input. I want to move on. I want to hear what are the viewers out there, what is their comment, what do they think, what went wrong for us not to qualify. Now, I've already indicated that I showed you the goal that was scored by Ronaldo, but it was not accepted. So I don't know, you having seen that, you think it was a goal? If you think it was a goal, what should FIFA should have done? I mean, it was Euro. This was a Euro. The Euro Federation, the UEFA. So what is their role for them? Because that is a clear goal. I mean, the entire circumference of the ball had crossed the line. It should have been allowed as a goal. The question is, why VAR was not used? All right, that's one question. And UEFA is one of the richest federation in the world. So they cannot come up with the excuse that they cannot afford what you call the VAR. So I'm sure they could have afforded that. And then another thing that I want us to talk about, the behavior of Ronaldo, was it justified? Tshepang, a quick one.
No, Mr. Shabalala, he's human. I think any given player was going to react the way he reacted. I know that he's a leader, and that sort of leadership skills you are supposed to portray maybe uh, when the decision was taken. But he's also human after all. I mean, the game was a draw, 2-2, but he had scored the winning goal. So any player was going to react the way he reacted. So I personally don't blame him. He's human after all, and it's FIFA's fault not to implement the VAR and what happened to the goal line technology that they normally use. I was actually shocked that, oh, maybe we might get a call from VAR or goal line technology, but nothing happened. So I was shocked. Why aren't those systems? Why didn't those systems been put in place? So I was very shocked at that. So personally, I don't blame the way he reacted because at the end of the day, he was doing it for his club, not just him. But it's a game of emotions. So they had scored the goal. He knows that it's a winner, and then the team are able to get the 3 points, but that didn't happen. So, yeah, I personally don't blame him. The way he reacted, any player was going to react that way.
Jackie, what's your take?
Definitely, that is a clear goal, and like I agree with what Tshepang. He's after all human. I would have done the very same thing as well. Maybe I might have even done something worse. But I'm still asking myself why UEFA is not using VAR because they've got all the facilities.
They've got all the
Let me come back to you, sir.
They've got all the resources, they can afford that. I also agree that Ronaldo is human, and he has said it that national squad, national team is a pride, and when he plays for national team, he wants to, to put it all to ensure that they win, because he takes pride to his nation, all right, and then he wants his nation to be recognized and one of the best nations. So I also agree that he's human, and then it was correct for him to respond that way. It was a human reaction. Now, one of the things that I want to mention, guys, Wilfred Mugray has just said in the Kickoff magazine that what's the name again?
Kama Billiard.
Kama Billiard is not doing well because I think he's somehow affected. He's got stress. So probably I tend to agree because stress can cause so many things. And then the guys, if there's lightning, there's too much lightning. And then unfortunately I have to move on and cut the show very quick. But what I want to say quickly, Juventus, they are thinking of swapping Dybala with Frankie de Jong. I don't know what Tshepang would say to that. Patrick Kluivert has been released from his job of being the academy director. Wijnaldum, that player from Liverpool, he wants 8 million rand to sign with Barcelona. David Alaba, both Barcelona neck on him. But remember, he has said his first preference is Real Madrid. So we'll see what's going to happen. Man United, they want to get Dembele and then Erling Haaland. And then apparently Laporta thinks he has a chance to sign him. And one of the carrot that is dangling, he wants to swap Haaland with Dembele. I don't know what Tshepang will say to that. He said he will give them Dembele, and then he wants to get Erling Haaland. So those are the news, guys. And quicker, I don't know whether you want to comment, guys, quickly before I cut because of this lightning. Tshepang, what do you want to say?
No, my main concern is I just hope that he gets back and gets back into the feel of things again, and so that he can be able to pursue his career, because we all know that he's a very talented player.
Who?
So we just come a Billiard gets back. Yeah, it is. We just hope that he gets back into the feel of things again, and so that he can revive his career again. But I know that he's got the support that he needs. So I just wish him all the best. Would love to see him back in the field and do what he does best.
Jackie, a quick one. Do you want to comment?
I'm very happy. I'm very happy with the fact that Gavin Hunt wants to keep Kamabili. I'm also wishing him that he could just get well soon and then come back and represent us, because we need his experience and his expertise.
All right. And then the other news is I saw Spanish national squad. You know what? They are playing with new players. I didn't see Ramos there. I didn't see PK there. All the old guys are not there. You know, I saw only Jordi Alba, who's the old guy. I saw Busquets. And then, but, you know, they're using young stuff. Pedri was there. And then a lot of young stars. Not only them, I saw Germany too. Germany, like I indicated, Germany, they always bring young stars. They have a whole lot of young stars. I didn't see Boateng in the back. He wasn't there. And then Muller is not playing. And that shows that they have refreshed their squad. And with us in South Africa, I've seen that we have refreshed our squad. Let me go to the Messi special quickly and see what can I have for you there. Let's see. It doesn't want to share what's happening. Okay. On screen. Oh, it doesn't want to share. But nevertheless, I had some news for you on the Messi special today. But unfortunately, it seems as if my things are not getting together. Let me see whether can I get something quickly for you. Tshepang, you had sent me something very quickly, which I wanted to check to share with you guys. Let's see. Now it doesn't want to share. I don't know what's happening. Let's see. No. It doesn't want to share, but nevertheless, we'll see. We will see next time. Guys, thank you for coming to the show. And then, unfortunately, we had to cut short because of the weather. Thank you, Tshepang.
No, thank you very much. And to you, Mr. Jackie, and to the viewers out there.
Jackie?
Thank you very much, gentlemen. Thank you very much to the viewers out there. We're looking forward to see you again very soon on next week. And then have fun. Sorry about the weather. It's just beyond our control. Thank you very much.